Good evening, guys. Tony back again, Horror in Todge. Hope you're all well on this Sunday evening. And we're back again with 31 Days of Horror. And we're on day 11. So we're flying through these now. Can't believe we're 11 days down in October already. So today's movie is going to be Bobby Rowe's found footage shocker from 2014. The House is October built, or as it's called in the UK for some strange reason, The Houses of Halloween. So in the US, this is known as The House is October built, which I think is a better title. This is an edition from Kaleidoscope, and they must have changed the name in the UK to The Houses of Halloween, which they only bought a DVD out in the UK, but it's a worthy edition. It's a decent transfer and stuff. So I'll tell you a bit about this. It's a perfect film for Halloween and this sort of season, October season. First time watch for me. Have been meaning to watch it for years. I just haven't got around to it. So let me tell you about The House is October built. It stars Brandy Schaefer, Zach Andrews and Bobby Rowe himself, the guy who directed it. And I think it stars one of his brothers or cousins as well. But essentially it starts off as like a newsreel, so different people talking on camera about these, the extreme haunts in the US. So a lot more than here in the UK. We get a few attractions for Halloween, but the US seem to open up all these different houses for Halloween for people, scare attractions basically, so to be scared. And some of these guys are extreme, like they're trying to scare you to death almost, and some people are dying at these attractions, and some of the workforce are mentally unstable. They're trying to get people to work there who are like, being in prison or are a bit loopy. It's really strange, really creepy. And some of the props are actual dead bodies and stuff. It's really weird. You go down sort of a dark path in this movie, and shows you a few reels of these guys and workers talking about their attractions, and then you cut to these 5 people from Ohio going on sort of all over the US to these different scare attractions, and they're going to video it. Talk to the crew and people who act there, and take video when they're inside the attractions for this for this documentary basically. And you've got one girl in there and her boyfriend who go, and 3 other guys, a cameraman and 2 other people. So there's 5 of them, and they go in this big RV, so like a big camper van, and they go all over America. They go to Texas, they go all over the place, and they're staying. And basically it just gets creepier and creepier. So it's all like shot on camera, so everything's jerky, It's found footage in that sense. And then they go to this first haunt, which is sort of an everyday haunt, like a haunted house they'll go through, and there's these clowns and stuff and that sort of thing. And then it gets a little bit further down, and they're trying to find this one scare attraction called Blue Skellington. That's like famous, but it's got no address or anything. They don't know how they're going to get there, and they keep leading up. They're going in these bars and stuff and asking these weird guys about it, and they're trying to find the whereabouts. This Blue Skellington scare attraction is meant to change like state every year, because of how scary it is and what they do to the actual people. And so the police, it's really underground, so no one knows about them and who they are and stuff. Really weird. And like I say, these guys are just travelling through these attractions, and then when they get back into the RV at night time and travelling in the daytime, they're encountered by these, it looks like people from these haunts are actually following them. So if you see here, this is probably the creepiest character in the film. Like this girl, there's a few of these in like like a creepy doll's mask with a crack down it, with like little bit strands of hair. It's really creepy, and she sort of turns up when they're about 100 miles away from there where they saw at this attraction, and a bit of spookiness happens there. And then they're sort of surrounded. They get, so I'm not going to give too much away because I want you to see it. And then the scare attraction sort of comes to them, follows them. It's really weird. I don't know. The only gripe I've got with this film is, why don't they just go back home and get away from this, instead of just trying to follow it down an even deeper rabbit hole. I know we wouldn't have had a film, but it's just, you'd never done it in real life, but it's just really scary, I think. Even some of the places where they go are really creepy. It's pitch black dark and the lights will come on and there's like I say, these clowns, these ghostly characters, these skeletons. Oh, yeah. And it goes down a really dark path. Like you say, and you've got these guys going out at night to like bars and stuff when they're sort of parked up for the night in this RV, and they're drinking and, that sort of thing. And the tapes are always running in the RV because they've got them scattered all over the place. In the RV, they've set them up in there so they can see themselves talking about the situations they're in. And one creepy scene in there, they wake up one morning, all 5 of them, and they're like, oh, we're on the internet, look at this, on this scare attraction site. And it's sort of all them, they're all asleep, and there's like this camera going around in the RV, touching their faces and picking stuff up in there. And no one heard them, but obviously there must have been someone in the RV that've come in with this video camera, and done some creepy stuff in there. So really creepy movie, creeped me out. Especially get all the lights out, like I did. Turn all your lights out, get a really dark room and just sit, come off your phone and sort of enjoy the ride. Not the greatest made movie, but a jump scare fest for this time of year. The house is October built, or the houses of Halloween, whichever one you want to look at it. But a real cool sort of low budget, wouldn't have cost that much money to make. Scare fest basically, just like a jump scare. And really, I'm not going to tell you what happens at the end. You'll have to watch it to find out what happened to the guys, but it is absolutely harrowing at the end. Really enjoyable Halloween film, guys. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 because I really enjoyed it for what it was. Tell me if you've seen this one, what you think of it, guys. America looks a lot more extreme than this country, the UK. I know they're really big into Halloween compared to us guys, but yeah, really amazing. Good scares and good fun. So yeah, get in the comments, guys. Tell me about it if you've seen it, what you think of it. I've been Tony, guys. I'll catch you all for day 12 tomorrow. Thanks for watching.